Hey, what's going on YouTube? Clark Bishop here, back with another vlog. I know the setup looks kind of different. We're in a new space with my partner Gabriel. He joined the team back in May, and things have been rolling. Actually, we shot a short film, and it was my first short film, Gabe's second short film, my first one directed and DPing. It was quite the experience, and I just want to take you guys on a journey, kind of explain what happened. Let's just talk about what the short film was and what was it about. One of my people I look up to in the filmmaking game, Cooper Film, shout out to him, said write about what you know, and I basically wrote a story about myself. A story that happened back when I was probably like 14, 15, and basically selling some illegal substance, I'm gonna say that, and got in a little trouble, almost got robbed, and almost died, really. It was a gun and everything, so I'm gonna just say that, and you go watch the film, and we're gonna keep it there. The script was probably only about 5-6 pages. I wrote it like on Evernote on my phone. I just like was jotting down ideas, and shout out to Gabe. He kind of spiced it up and like made it hit to the end. Like I'm not a big of a word guy, and he put the final touch on it, and like he made it even deeper than what I thought it was. And I'm sorry that he doesn't make you grown. Don't make you grown. It's just like this thing that a lot of people go through in their life, and we just don't see it. Like we just think it's normal. And with the magic and sauce and the thesis and the synopsis that we got, it came out to be a hit story. Not gonna go too deep into it. I want you guys to go check that out when you get a chance. I might put a preview somewhere just to reel some people in, but trying to shop it around different film festivals, hopefully Sundance, get it into as many places as possible. Now we can go into location. So like when I was writing this short film, I was thinking like, yo, it'd be dope if I can get in my old apartment, and I almost did. Well, maybe not. It was the same neighborhood. It was kind of like down the street, but when I grew up, I stayed in like a 3-story apartment, so we was on the first level, so it was easy access in and out for anybody to get in and out. This apartment was one of those like 14-story, 15-story Midtown Detroit, and it was it kind of fit the ideal because it wasn't as like upclass how like downtown's kind of upgraded now, but it was still there, so it still had that grungy feel to it. We did a location scout, I think twice we went there, or one time we went there, just got to test shots and everything, and like when I seen it, the hallways, the whole apartment, it just fit. It was a single bedroom, even though we stayed in a 3-bedroom, we kind of made it work, and just the way we blocked the shots and everything, it just made it happen. Overall, the location I thought was great, because with the amount of characters that we got into the film coincided like with the story like told, because in actuality, like when I was growing up, our house had like way more than just 3 people. It was my little brother, and it was like just guests always sleeping over, but just to have a single bedroom made it seem like they were just sleeping in the living room, or I don't know, sleeping at a friend's house or one of their cousins or something. So it just added to it. So originally, casting, I'm telling you, like, me and Gabe didn't even know who was going to be in the film a month out. Like, we kind of had an idea, like, where location was at, but I say had to be, like, July 7th. Gabe like, you sure you want to shoot this? COVID's going on. We got to book people. We didn't have no actors, nothing. So, like, we went hard on IG for, like, a week, and we made it happen. Gabe had Nigel, our main character, or one of our main characters, come in from Cali. Found Miles from my boy Avery, who cuts hair at my barbershop. We were just talking. We found the mom, Nicole, on Facebook, Instagram, just shopping around. Then we got my guy Billy G, who actually acted in high school. I met him through York Project, and he works at Elite Detroit. And then we got the last guy, Isaiah, through Chris. I'm gonna tell you a story about Isaiah later, and that's a whole nother situation. With the cast, it was crazy because COVID's going on. There's not a lot of interaction. You don't really supposed to be out. You want to make sure everybody's safe. We had all our rehearsals online, 2 rehearsals, like 2 online rehearsals before the short film, and then 1 rehearsal the day before. And we had to get wardrobe, and it was just crazy just talking to like some of the actors, because real actors, like, they want to know so much about the character so they can get into the role. So like I had to explain stuff about my mom, like where she worked at, and stuff about my uncle, like what he does, how is he doing right now. It was just, they wanted to get so in depth with the character and just try to really like embody that character when I was in the film. And believe it or not, not believe it or not, they did do a damn good job. I loved everything they did and all the questions they asked. It was just perfect, and it kind of put my director's hat on. Like, okay, now when I write stories, I gotta think about this, I gotta think about that. Especially if I'm like making up a story, I gotta really go in depth behind the characters so the actors can really fulfill their role. Before we go into film day, I'm just breaking down a little bit of cost. Because that's what everybody wants to know. Like, how much did this film cost? It wasn't that much, to be honest. It was I think right under $1,000. We used the A73 that we got. We used some of our own audio equipment. Ran out some gear. We got crafty. We got food for rehearsal the day before. We got food for the film the day of. Like, one thing I was telling Gabe, like, we got to make sure people eating good because all the actors was free. So like, nobody paid to come in. We didn't have to pay no actors. We did have to pay for Nigel's flight, which was about $250, and then other than that, which is little stuff like getting props for the house, like photos and little like table mats that I shouldn't have got because we didn't even use it in the film. Doormats and it's just little stuff to make the house more of a mom's home. And I'm trying to think, gas and trips to Meyer. So that was it. And now we about to go into film day. The actual film day was incredible. My first time on set, or second time on set. The first film I tried to shoot, it didn't go according to plan. But that's another story in itself. So right. So let's go on to film day. But before we go on to film day, 2 days before film day, the actual film, we got rehearsal the next day. Isaiah drops out, one of like the robber in the story, and we're kind of panicking because we found out at 10 at night, and we're like, okay, we got rehearsal tomorrow, and what are we gonna do? Are we gonna tell the cast? Are we gonna be patient? Luckily enough, the same guy that I got Isaiah through, he had another actor, Jeremiah, who actually auditioned for Nigel's role, Jamal. He ended up being the robber, and I'm gonna tell you, he did a damn good job. Gabriel was able to like coach him up right then on set because he came right at 6 o'clock. We started at 12. He had kids. He had a lot going on, but he was able to make it happen and come through the film. He was only there for like 2 hours at his job, and it was going. He was like a specialist. Like, it was like a swordsman or something. He boo boo boo. Pop. But yeah, film day. It was a 12-hour set. We got on set around noon. We had me, the director, Gabe, the co-director, so we both directed the shoot. I was the DP. Gabe was the producer, so he was making sure everything was flowing on time. He was making sure people were where they needed to be. He had full control. We was kind of just eyeing the shots. We had the big director's monitor, so he was kind of helping me out, seeing if stuff wasn't in focus or not. We had the BTS photographer, Mike. Shout out to you. We had Sam as production assistant. Shout out to her. She's going to be joining us on many more projects soon. We had Derek doing audio, and then we had that's it, right? About it. After Derek doing audio, yeah, and then we just had the crew, and it was nice. It turned out well. It was different. It was different to me because I play basketball, and I didn't realize how demanding of the director is. So you really like the leader on the court. You like the Chris Paul on the court. You directing, you leading people to execute the plays. There's no really timeouts. You just out there the whole time, and you just coaching like, okay, this got to happen, this got to happen. And just staying on top of the schedule and making sure shots get shot and making sure people quiet on set, making sure the food gets done, even though we didn't have that big of a crew. So it was like, as a director, I was kind of doing everything. I was whopping, I was picking up stuff, I was kind of gaffing, I was doing everything. So, and Gabe was there right with me, getting out ideas, even though he was loud sometimes.
Was loud?
He focused. I'm just talking shit.
You said I was loud?
Yeah, man. He got some great sounds real loud, disturbing the actors.
They was talking to me.
That's what he said. But yeah, I'm gonna let Gabe talk to you about just coaching the actors and how he kind of just prepped them, because I wasn't at that moment. I was kind of focused on the camera, and just seeing how he worked with the actors just kind of made me a little jealous. I want to work with the actors and tell them to be a little emotional, but that's his gift, man. That's what he's good at. I'm kind of like blessed to be nice with the camera, and now he's trying to catch up to me with the camera. So once you catch up with the camera, what you gonna need me for, bro? See? So I'm gonna let him talk about acting and like just how he got the actors going for a part.
So what's up, everybody? So when it came to working with the cast, essentially I just took the approach of, in a short amount of time, overcoming like our challenges due to COVID. Like we couldn't meet with our cast in person prior to actually film week. So I tried to, as much as possible, get to know the cast while we were on our Zoom calls, learn about them, pick up on their like communication habits, and work through that to connect with our cast on film day. I also made it known like that it was a free space for them to give input or even sometimes go off script. Now when we went off script, we of course would take note and make sure that we implemented it for a retake or anything. But I gave like the cast freedom to be themselves. We worked with 3 professional actors like on this shoot. And they're used to, I guess, not having the ability to give a lot of input or go off script, which is understandable. But I made sure that they had the freedom and range to really put their imprint on the film, which I thought was the best for the short project that we were working on. Like, we were all learning how to produce a short and, just getting more experience in the game. So it wasn't really like anyone was coming in with like, this has to be done my way or this way. So I just tried to connect with our cast, make sure they felt comfortable so that they can deliver the best performance that they could.
Yeah. Other than that, I just feel like making sure you hit all the marks and the shots you want to get. Try to be as efficient as possible. I learned that when making a shot list, you gotta like organize it as like a play. Like I know Ohio State back in the day, they used to have their offenses like set up like we're gonna do this play, this play, this play, each play down. It's kind of like that. You gotta like maximize the time while you're in there, but at the same time be able to flip the script and say like, okay, I see this is working, or we right here in this situation. I know I just like kind of balance myself, but like make sure your stuff is organized, but be flexible enough to be able to like go with the flow and see what's working, and don't be too script heavy. Like you can change some stuff. We changed the scene the same day, the fighting scene at the end of the movie. You can change stuff. You can just the main thing is just be prepared. If you prepare, you can be ready for anything. You got time to do stuff. Most of the day we were ahead of the schedule, and I just wish we got one more shot. I just thought about after, like when the film got done, but it's all good. I think the film turned out great. I hope you guys watch it, and I hope you get a chance to. I hope you guys get a chance to watch it in the near future. And yeah, that's it. It's gonna be more vlogs and stuff coming my way. Thank you for watching. IG, hit me up. Clark's Visions, hit up Gabe at GFree94. Follow Go Take Media, and go check out Squarespace. We got a lot of stuff on there. Go buy that stuff. It's gonna help the company grow. And appreciate everybody for watching. All 30 of my loyal people, I see y'all out there. Yeah. Peace.